I know you explained this. It's fine.
No worries, and welcome to the Smite Force D&D session. What do you guys, the Smite Force, is it the Smite Force Chronicles, the Sagas, the whatever, your journeys through Theron. Yeah, and Sarah, so what you do is in your macro, in your, that folder, that macro folder, you'll see under public, there's one called private message. It's a little quill in an ink well. That is the
Yep,
new
got
private message. And I think it's a lot easier to use and it'll get better over time. So there's that. And then if you hit J, you guys, that brings up a journal. Um, the journal is pretty interesting. It's your quests. It's also a map with Fog of War, so it's now revealing whenever you want to look at the map, you can look at the map. It reveals where you've been. And I think you can right click on the map and put your own notes on it if you want to. Tell me if that works if you do any of that. And then your party journal and private journals will be set up the next time we play. But other than that, and then one last feature, and if you're in the chat windows and you hover over the help, there's one that says poll that'll remind you of this. But if you want to do a poll, oh wait, it says I lack permission to add from. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that everyone has permissions. Public, configure ownership.
No.
No, you don't want me to give you ownership? Okay.
No,
All right,
my
now
dog keeps bringing Toya over to me.
all right,
Oh,
Sarah, you should be able to do it now.
nope.
It says I lack permission to add from the public macro. What?
Says lacks permission to update macro.
Well, you don't get to update the macro. You just want to use the macro. So drag the macro into your hotbar, and then
That's what I'm doing.
click the icon.
Nope, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to drag and drop it, and it says user Sarah lacks permission to update macro. I'm dragging and dropping.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking. I am looking.
Are you doing it from, like, do you have the big view or the small view of the macro?
I have the macro directory open, and there's the list that goes from gather, harvest to past turn, and I am clicking and dragging private message into into my bar.
But it's just a single bar, not like a big block of them.
Oh, I got it now. That was the problem. Thank you.
Oh, so you're good? I don't have to do it for you?
I'm good. Yep, I'm good. Sorry about that.
You are good. So you want the private, you also want the public one, which is a guy screaming.
Okay.
And if you want to add the quest one, you can add any of them in public you want to add. Like, it's all you.
Yep. Cool.
You don't really need the gather and harvest right now because that's not set up. But whatever. So the other thing that you can do is hit poll. So if you want to create a poll, so like, here's an example. I'll hit P, and then give me 1 second.
So, all right, totally random thing.
Okay, hold on. Jin, Sharon, and give me 2 seconds. I'll set this up for you guys and see what happens.
Praise.
Yes, praise, and it gives random praise.
I need that.
Does anyone know what Markdown is?
Yep.
So it supports. I coded it to support basic Markdown. So like putting 2 asterisks around a word will bold it. If you put a number sign in front of the line, it makes it a title. A bullet point is a dash, and then anything on that line is then a bulleted. So feel free to play with that. I think it'll be pretty handy for formatting.
I don't remember how to do Markdown. I just know what it is.
So go into a general message or even a private message. Go into general message and then go like number sign space important big title, right? And then hit next line, return, and then put like, just this is the body, and then return dash bullet 1 dash bullet 2 like, so what I'm saying, it's like you can play with it. So it supports heading 1, 2, and 3. So that's number sign, number sign, number sign, number sign, number sign, number sign. And plain text, italics. It does block quote. So if you lead things with a greater than sign, it'll block quote it, which means it puts it in a box. Hold on, I got to add 2 more here.
I'm more of a button person.
Yeah, so I didn't want to put a rich text formatter in there because this is a little bit more scalable. But most of the time, you're just going to use plain text. But it is nice. The bold one is pretty handy. Title one's pretty. Actually, they're all pretty handy.
Oop, that did not work.
That is a less than sign.
Oh, yes. Less than.
And here we go. Show results and create and save. So here's a new
Hey,
associate.
what the-
So I just created a permanent poll. There you go. So like, who's the leader for the session? So you guys can now in the thing you can vote, and be sure you vote for people that aren't here because that would be awesome.
Me, because I am still recovering. I have sent an answer.
All right.
Who voted for Toph?
That would be, I'm sure, Dinjarin. Let me make sure that we're good to go, and then let's start playing. Knowledge, music. See if music starts. There it is. All right. So you guys have any questions? And then otherwise, I'll say what we did last time. I think that's all the tools that I can think of. All right. So when we were last here, you guys were up to no good. These innocent cultists trying to live their life and do their thing and kidnap your party members. You've thwarted them pretty good. You made your way into from the alcove into the southern room. You've dispatched a whole gaggle of them. You now have, I think, 1, 2. You have three cultists and a spider left. Dinjarin had summoned his earth elemental Bobbert. Dinjarin is pretty hurt. As a reminder, there's 4 people because there's also Murin is a cultist down there. So Dinjarin is pretty hurt. Glory is good to go. Tyrros is about half of health. Stephanos is full health. Tempe is mostly healthy. Toph is unscathed. And on the verge of dispatching the cultist next to her. Toph is a her, right? I don't know if we established gender or if it's neutral.
I don't think that we ever asked them what they were.
Yeah, so we'll have to ask so I don't misgender. You are in combat. We are at the ready for the next round. So I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
How are we going to do the initiative for the Earth Elemental?
I will do that for the Earth Elemental. I actually have to put him into the combat tracker, actually.
Okay.
Oh, I already rolled it. Because the Earth Elemental gets its own turn, right? It fights with you, not instead.
Yeah, it's not like a
It's not like a familiar.
I just summoned a being to come, or like it's its own thing, its own turn, its own. It's not connected to me in any way.
Got it.
Other than it will help me since I summoned.
Awesome. So here we are. I believe the top of the stack is Mr. Tyrros. So Tyrros, you find yourself next to some barrels with Glory having come to save you. You are lacking your goods at this point. Oh wait, I missed the rolls for Alexandria, Stephanos, and
I'm also not seeing any of the bad guys or anybody else in there. I don't know if anyone else is like that. I don't see anyone else but us in the.
I love you.
Does everyone else see everybody?
It also says not started, so maybe that's why.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anything, but I'm behind cover, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So here is the deal. What is the deal? Let me hit begin combat. It's this thing. Begin combat. Okay, are you seeing anyone now?
No.
Okay, so everyone hang with me. It's going to go crazy for a second. I'm just going to loop through it once, because what happened is after each game, I've decided I'm going to end combat, give you guys all the experience from that round, and then we'll start combat fresh. Because between sessions, there's a risk of losing the progress you've made. So, give me 1 second for everyone to have their turn. All right. There we go. And did it restack everybody?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
I'm now like mid-pack.
So here's your choice. We can either re-roll initiative or stick with this.
Yeah. Re-roll initiative.
All right. Do I have it set to automatically update? Oh, it automatically re-rolls initiative. Do you guys prefer to roll it to yourself, or do you want the system to do it for you?
I like rolling it myself, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I like rolling.
All right, I'm going to do that from now on. So that's what had happened, is it was from somehow I toggled the automatically re-roll initiative at the top. Which would be handy. I mean, it would be faster, but totally get it. Did I hear Alexandria join?
Yes,
Hello,
we do
I'm-
have Alexandria here.
All right,
It's
I already rolled your
true.
initiative, yeah. Well, welcome,
Thank you.
Alexandria.
Thank you. I'm doing flight control.
Flight control. What is flight control?
I'm flying balloons.
Okay, did that clear it up for anyone else, or am I still the only one confused? What?
This is what happens when you work at a hardware company. You do things like flight control.
Wow. All right, so you guys should see everybody, right? Everyone?
Yes. Now we do.
All right, and per your request, we've re-rolled initiative. This puts a giant
Well,
giant
that
spider.
just sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's
especially,
not fun.
especially
That
since
didn't work
he's
towards my advantage.
okay. So let's see what does he got going on? Grant advantage on melee attack rolls. Okay, so he's got flanking going on, which is good. So he rolls with advantage. He's going to roll with advantage on Mr. Dinjarin. Mr. Dinjarin, strap in. He's going to go at you with a little bit of a bite with advantage. And what happens here?
Missed.
He missed, and that, my friend, ends his turn. Tempe, you are up.
I thought the spider had 2 attacks.
Nope, the spider has 1 attack.
Thanks, Glory.
The spider's like, yeah, man, I have 2 attacks.
I'm over here like bleeding out, and Glory's like, "Wait, don't you get to hit him again?"
I am,
Well,
I am verifying, but yeah,
All those arms and fangs.
yeah, no,
So
it does.
you
It
should
just has this spider only has 1 attack. But you are right. There are some things, and I won't name them, but there are some things that get to like bite you, and they come at you with their claws. Like I think the crocodile you guys fought the one time could hit you with its tail, and then it's also its mouth. Anywho, Tempe, you're up. And if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Well, Stefanos stepped in the way of my enemy. I'm still poisoned, although I don't seem to have taken much damage from it. So I'm going to shoot this guy at disadvantage.
Wow. Well, that did keep you from getting your crit, but that still is a solid hit. And Cayman's not real
damage.
tickled with this damage that you're rolling right now. And that's it. This dude just why is he not dead? Hold on, I gotta move him for a second and see if there's someone under him. No.
It's quite a new it.
Yeah. So yeah, you hit him, right? And he died.
Yeah. And I'm going to move. Oh,
Something.
and
Why is
shoot
he not
someone
marked
else
as dead?
with my bonus shot.
Because he's only dead inside.
Yeah.
Well, that's so weird. He's not being marked as dead. So I'm going to turn him into an item pile. Just then we'll know. He dead. All right, so you moved. Oh, you guys, if you notice, the combat timer is now gone. There's a new one that's embedded in the combat tracker, which I think is a little better. So at the bottom of the combat tracker, you're seeing that thing going. Another solid hit by Tempe with his Bow of Sworn Enemy. And holy crap, this cultist is moments from death. You can just see that he's splayed out. He's hurting for certain, to use a rhyme.
All right. Did my best, Dinjarin. I want to take a potion of healing.
Oh, damn it. It's Dinjarin's turn.
Yep. And I'm trying to figure out. I am going to attack this spider. Hopefully I could hit it. Let's see, where is my favorite weapon to use, of course. And I am going to use this ability.
Is it a feather?
Thunder attack roll.
Thunder attack roll. Wow.
And I will use Divine Smite as well.
Oh, he's also dead. But let's roll the injury to see what would have happened. He
Oh,
would have
wow.
had a numb left arm. All right, so Spider's dead.
I got some special roll for some reason on this guy. I don't know why.
I think because of the crit, or because of the injury roll.
Oh, okay. So then, with that, I'm going to do my second attack on him. And I'm going to use my rapier and hopefully steal his soul. Nope.
Alas, did not.
What do you do with said soul?
It just gets pulled from his body and goes into the ether, and they instantly die.
Oh, so you can't.
But I have to hit a crit. And with that, I will say, actually, with my bonus action. Where is it?
I spun you around. I assumed that you were facing the cult leader, or were you facing the Mirren?
I think I was facing this guy, Murin, but
Somebody has oh, there's someone targeted still. I wonder who that is.
and then with my bonus action, I'm going. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not gonna target myself, and I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith.
Why are you targeting yourself? Why are you targeting yourself?
And then that.
And what does Shield of Faith afford you, just so we know?
It increases my armor class up by 2 points. So I am now even harder to hit.
That's just what I was hoping for, really, if I'm being honest with you. All right,
Yep.
it is Toph's turn.
And just really quick, I have to leave now, so I text you guys what I wanted to do with the elemental, but he's gonna smash these two guys with it. Like, he has 2 attacks, and they're smash attacks, and he'll do the cult leader first, and then the Murin second. So
Sounds good, man. All right, we'll do that.
All right.
All right, so Toph
if I
is up.
could join again before it's over, I will try.
Well, and if you want to do remote and listen in, you're welcome to do so. It's super boring there. Just let me know if I need to share the screen. All right.
All right.
Good luck passporting at Dinjarin. So Toph moves
good luck,
over
man.
and gets that aura protection from being near Dinjarin. She targets immediately the leader of the cult. And toys with how humorous to make this. Considers just flicking him with her finger, but instead pulls out her +2 longsword. Oh my god, she misses. Oh, that's interesting. Does anyone know, does Toph, I think Toph gets 2, correct? Because she's a barbarian. I'm not, and she's not raging or anything, is she? Or is she raging? Oh, she is raging. So she gets 2 attacks and a bonus. Is that right? Anyone know?
I know.
I'm gonna have to open her character up. Yeah. I have mentioned this before, but I can't always know everybody's. I can't always know everybody's rules. Let's see, unarmed strike, rage, attributes, features, effects. There it is. Rage. So she's raging. Okay, so she has rage. And I have to scroll down, rage. Rage. So, as a bonus action, for up to 1 minute, you gain advantage on strength checks, saving throws, and not attacks. Blah, 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 blah. You can't concentrate. Okay, so it automatically does. So that just doesn't give her anything specific. What other effects does she have on? She has flanking, Spirit Guardians. Okay, so I have to look up Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians. Hold on. She doesn't have reckless attack going, I don't think, right? Savage attacks. Okay, flanking. All right. Here we go. Another one. And what happens this time? This time hits solid on this cult leader, and you see this cult leader's eyes go big. He did. So the cult leader falls to the ground, giving Dinjarin some much needed comfort. But alas, there is yet one more cultist, Murin, to the left, but that ends Toph's turn. Tyrros, you're up. And if you're talking, we cannot hear you.
Thank you. Tyrros needing to gain some vengeance for being captured and beaten to a pulp. Peeks around in the corner.
Right.
These barrels. Oops. Sorry, I need to get down here so I can see. Now, what is in line of sight here? Dinjarin. There's the cultist. So, not having any weapons, but knowing he still has his cantrip, he is going to target said cultist. I believe cultist is flanked, correct? Or is this considered a flank?
It is flanked, yes. But I think it should handle that for you, but let's find out.
Okay. And I am going to use my firebolt. That should give me advantage, correct? If they're flanked?
It should give you a plus, I think a +2 or something like that, not advantage.
There it is, yeah, okay. And how much damage?
It's a lot.
He's gone. That is a lot. And he's gone. And with
He
that,
is dead.
with that, I slowly struggle my way back behind these barrels for cover and hang with glory. And end my turn. That
Indeed.
felt good. That felt good. I can feel the energy starting to build up in Tyrros.
All right, so the cult mystic is rolling for the round damage that it gets from Stephanos. I will say that I've added, if you scroll up in the chat a little bit, like these to make room, a party message with Dinjarin's plan, just so that one of you guys can read that and remind me what he wanted to do. And by the way, I took advantage of the markdown formatting, as you can see, and that was all with markdown. Yay. All right, so Stefanos is targeted. This cultist is not feeling so good. What has he got going on? He's got a lingering, so he's been run through. And that meant that, so he has a lingering injury. And the attack went in one end and not the other. Luckily, it missed anything vital, but you can still feel the agony. As a bonus action, but you can still feel the agony of it in every motion you make. Bonus actions require a full action instead. Lasts for 3 days. So, he's on the verge of death, which is not good. So what is he gonna do? Let's see here. He brings this up. Action. And he's gonna go out in a blaze of glory. And he casts Word of Radiance. And Stefanos needs to roll to see how much damage he takes. And then Constitution saving throw, normal. And she succeeds with a solid 23 and a crit. She critted on her save. What are the odds? With you guys, it seems like pretty good. Also gets a multi-attack, so it gets a second attack with a dagger. And that's probably what you were thinking, Glory. Does hit Stefanos this time. A little more solid. She has to roll a Constitution saving throw. Normal. A solid 19, so she succeeds. And there we are. So Stefanos is a little hurt. And that ends their turn. So turnabout is fair play. Stefanos is not with us today, so Stefanos is going to... what do you think Stefanos would do here? She's in close combat. This guy's near death. Would you just whack him with a mace? Put him out of his misery?
Probably.
Yeah, I
That
think
or
so.
she'd heal someone else. She'd like either
She
like,
did say she was going to
everyone.
heal me because I got poisoned.
Yeah,
you
she's
move-
either gonna heal someone, put
But I
someone
moved
out of
away.
their misery.
I think because this
Or-
guy is almost dead, she would probably whack him. And then, because I think that ends the burden, right? Like, you guys aren't... I don't think anybody's at risk is what I think how she would evaluate this. The Jaren's the worst off, but... so this is what I think that she would do. Hopefully I don't miss. God damn it. What a waste. Because she would also take opportunity attack if she moved away to heal. Does she have multi-attack? Does anyone know? Yes, she does. Oh, wait, multi-attack feature. Yep. So she's gonna do it again. And mace. That hits. And dispatches that cultist. That let's be frank, Tempe, you wore this cultist down. So got that going on for you. Earth Elemental Bobbert is up.
I want to see Earth Elemental Bobbert hurt
But
something.
I don't.
But is there anything
I don't
left
think
to
there's
kill?
anything left to kill. So what I don't know is how long is this Earth Elemental summoned? Anyone have any idea?
No.
I want to say I'll have to look it up. We'll leave him around for a little bit. But anyway,
let me take a quick look, see if I can.
Yeah, you can ask Bubo if you want. The little owl is ask Bubo. End combat.
Oh.
So we're ending combat. You guys are now officially out of combat. And assign. So be sure you accept your combat experience in the chat window when it shows up. There it is. I will accept it for Toph and Stefanos and Dinjarin. There you go. So you got some good combat experience. Huzzah and yay. That means I also need to change soundtrack because you're not in battle. You don't need this battle music. I mean, lame. So we're gonna look. What can we put here? So these guys are all dispatched. I'm gonna turn on free movement. There's bodies to loot, and I will let you guys go around and do what you need to do. And meanwhile, you can enjoy this epic victory music.
And Tyrros, I'm gonna request a trade with you, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a potion of greater healing. Since we're all doing this right now.
Yep.
Hold on, inventory.
And Bubo has said that an earth elemental typically lasts for 1 hour per level of the caster. So if he is at level 6, 6 hours.
Yeah.
This can vary depending on the specific game rules, but that's the typical lasting.
Yeah. So he's level. What do you guys are level 7, right?
6.
6. Ah, are you guys getting close to 7? I bet you are. Getting there.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So I'll keep him around. You guys are just gonna have this earth elemental following you around for a little while, or for the next 6 hours. So he'll disappear during a long rest or whatever else. But if any other baddies happen to show up, you'll have this giant earth elemental that never was summoned and never even got to do any clobbering. All right, so let's give you a little bit of narrative, guys.
The music is super loud.
Oh, is it really? Go
Well, I
into
just
your
turned it down.
yeah.
Is it
Go into
okay?
your your playlists in the upper right hand corner and adjust how loud you want your music and stuff.
My bad. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I have it turned probably about 20%.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was at 100.
Oh, you must have been rocking out to that music.
Yeah, it was intense, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's something. All right, so here we go. Like let's give you first off. Here's the scene that you see that unfolded before you, and that is where Tyrros spent a whole bunch of time.
Good times, good memories.
Yeah, exactly.
Lost a lot of candle wax, did you?
I did.
You gotta love the mid journey. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of what Tyrros is saying, and just so you know, the mileage may vary because of the way that you sort of adapted this role playing, which is awesome. So like in this dimly lit cellar, the captive party member, that's you, Tyrros, catches their breath, looking at their comrades with a somber gaze. Every bruise and cut on your body tells a story of torment at the hands of the black cult of the dragon. Yet there's a fierce determination in their eyes that speaks of a spirit unbroken. When they took me, I'm gonna make you read it. You're former captive, so you read the quoted parts,
right.
and then I'll do the narrative. It'll be fun. Go for it.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, when they took me,
They start their voice low and steady.
they wanted to know everything about our mission. I was interrogated about the meeting with Mr. Jazz Hands, and our change to retrieve the archonic Wayfinder casing from the mines of Tathamar.
Gritting their teeth against the lingering pain, they continue.
I didn't reveal anything they couldn't already deduce. Yeah, they were given the quest by Jazz Hand. That's a fact. And yes, we were meant to journey the mines, and that's undeniable, but they wanted specifics, details about the Arcanic Wayfinder that I couldn't give them because I didn't have them.
A shadow crosses their face as they recall the Harper's sealed text of forbidden knowledge.
They found the envelopes on me, the one from the tea kettle. They broke the seal and read the contents. They now know about the Harpers intended for us alone to know.
Their hands clench, a flash of anger in their eyes.
They couldn't extract from me what I don't know. The texts held the information, not me. I never read them, so as far as our mission goes, I told them we were a united front bound by our shared purpose.
Their gaze hardens, resolve gleaming in their eyes.
I hope I bought us some time and gave us an edge, but we need to act fast. They've gained knowledge, but we still have our determination. We can't let the cult win.
And there you go. So what I don't recall in Tyrros, this is where you got to keep me honest. Did you have the sealed text of forbidden knowledge? Did one of you have that?
I honestly don't recall ever having that. I had the box.
Yeah. So I think this is where somebody, like, I think it may not have been at the tea kettle, but the Jade Temple, one of you, I think this is where the thing diverged a little bit. But the bottom line is, it was just an indication that there's like some wrongdoings going on, right? That forbidden text was really bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do, well, first off, I need you to do, Tyrros, if you want to find your gear, you just need to do a quick investigation check. Are you cool with such a thing?
I certainly am, because I would love to have my gear.
All right, let's do an investigation for you first. And then for everyone else, if you want to investigate this area, we'll do that separate. So Tyrros. All right, so let's see here. 2 shakes. Nice, you got a 24. So yeah, just not even really out of eye shot, just sort of in the shadows of the barrels, you find actually all of your gear is just sort of laying there waiting for you to pick it up. I assume you gather said gear?
Oh, yes.
All right, so let's see.
Now, my question is, the Arcanic Wayfinder, like the case, the gem ring, is that with my gear as well, or was that on one of the cultists and we need to search them?
No, that was all with your gear. Like it was just sitting off to the side. So you still have all of that.
Idiots.
As a matter of fact, you find sort of next to your gear, to bring us up to speed, these very texts that they didn't find on you. So unlike what the narrative said, they were holding, they already had access to these Harper's text of forbidden knowledge. So those are now in your inventory. You're going to see the sealed text of forbidden knowledge and the Harper's text of forbidden knowledge. Basically, it's the opened up. It's the envelope and the contents. So you're welcome to take a look at that.
Where is that?
In your inventory.
Oh, it's in my inventory.
And I will let you decide what you share with the team.
Well, I will be sharing everything with the team. I just need to find it.
Oh, look in inventory. It's under Harper's. Look under H. Harper's.
There it is. Yep. Harper's sealed text of forbidden knowledge and Harper text of forbidden knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a world, Tyrros, where you may have had this envelope. You've come across it here, but you may have had this envelope that you'd been carrying with you and could not decide whether you should open it or not. the cultist went ahead and opened it because they had access to this envelope. There you go. So you share with everyone what you want. Does anyone want to search the bottom area?
I do.
Awesome. In your macro bar, there should be a little magnifying glass, and when you hover over it, it should say investigate.
Okay.
And anyone who wants to investigate. You found nothing. You
I want to take an elixir of health.
So here's my. Let me do the investigations first, and then we'll do that. So I'm going to investigate for Toph. Wow, it did. Okay, I got Melan found nothing. Sarah found nothing. Toph found nothing. Tyrros found nothing. Stefanos found nothing. Can't believe that no one's found anything. Let me see for Dinjarin. Hold on 1 second. I gotta check something. Settings. And soft. Oh yeah. It's a 30% chance of finding something, so you guys are just not lucky. And this is for Dinjarin. Dinjarin finds nothing. So none of you.
How about the earth element?
The earth elemental does not get to search, nor would your familiar. So I think role-playing Stefanos at this point would suggest that you've sort of exhausted your search for this bottom. Everyone is in the needs of a good night's rest. A reminder that you guys are en route to the mines of Tethyamar, per the Harper, right? Jazz hands back in Daggerford. But it is suggested that maybe you guys get a good night's sleep, in which case, then you would have a long rest under your belt, return your spell slots. You wouldn't need to necessarily waste any of your potions. But she just throws it out there unless you guys are really hankering to leave right now. Thoughts?
I don't know about the rest of you. I could really use a good rest.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fine.
Awesome. So are you guys done in the cellar?
I think so. There's nothing to find.
All right. So let's bring you back up to the main level. Tell me when you guys are in. Should be any second now. And one moment.
I have just shared with the group in Slack what I'd found for the Harper's text of Forbidden Knowledge.
Oh, so you sent that as a... Where'd you put it?
Screenshots in the Slack channel.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have to find better ways for you to share that sort of thing. I think you can drag it into the chat window, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong.
I wasn't sure if I could or not.
Anywho. So you guys are all up. You're back up at the top of the stairs in that northern barrel room. Do you guys want to head straight to bed? Do you guys have a room for the night? I don't recall. I know that you have horses and wagons outside. Do you have you secured lodging? Have you talked to the innkeeper?
I thought we were doing a quick escape, though. Yeah, now I remember Dinjarin set up a quick escape.
Yeah, you guys can go.
Yeah, with horses, right?
Yeah. So do we want to just take a long rest in the horses carriage? Kind of get our way out of there so more people aren't alerted and come down. I got one.
Works for me as long as I can get some sleep and regain health without having to use potions.
So as you guys are discussing this, you see Delith Cheese Froth walk in from the stable area, to secure some more goods. And she's like, oh my goodness.
You guys look like you have been through hell. What happened down there?
Just
One of the
some light
barrels
smiting.
had some bad booze.
Did you take care of the cultists? Did you free your friend?
Yeah,
This is he,
I've been
Tyrros.
freed.
And
Just
I've been freed, and the cultists.
Yeah, as a gentle reminder, you guys were going down there to help clear the cellar, to find your friend, but also to clear the cellar of the cultists at the behest of Delight. You're not necessarily sneaking around from her. You were sneaking around from Madame Eudora, who may have stopped you because she didn't want, any trouble.
Okay.
Just as a reminder. Yeah, because that was I think pre-Christmas, you guys. So.
Also, you need to get yourself a pesticide, dude, because you got a spider problem.
Spider problem? Well,
we just smack him with a shoe.
It's a big
Yeah, I
shoe.
need one big shoe for these ones.
That's gonna be a big shoe.
My goodness, are you saying we have a giant spider problem? That's not good. Are there
A
still
giant
spiders?
spider
Are there-
problem. Yeah, you have a.
Are they still downstairs?
No, you're welcome. We'll send you the bill. We're gonna head out.
Well, awesome. Do you need rooms for the night? Do you need food? Is there anything I can do?
I think if our carriages are ready, I think we're gonna head out. Maybe you can give us some stones to go.
You can do with a bit of food and,
Yeah, I mean some ale
and
to
some
leave.
water, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, absolutely. I'll have a little care package
In line.
delivered out to the stables. I did indeed see that. Yes, we had. It looks like Green Whistle has set you up with a couple of wagons, and some provisions.
Cool. Head out, Autobots.
Awesome. So then,
for completing this quest, let me highlight you guys.
Thought we already gone.
So for completing this
That was
part of
just
the quest,
combat.
yeah, your combat was over. Is done, but we'll throw some more experience your way in a moment.
I'm not able to see the screen for some reason. Is it just me? I just see black.
Have you highlighted your character?
Yeah.
I can see everything.
I don't see Tyrros. That's the.
Oh,
issue.
Tyrros,
He's
you're
not
not
with
here.
us.
Let me add you to the. Yeah, you were.
Upside.
Remember, you were not. You weren't here to begin with. And yeah, because I need to add you to here. Otherwise, it's not going to give you the experience that you deserve. So let me add you. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's okay. I was just staring at a black screen for a little while. Wasn't sure what was going on.
All
Wasn't
right,
sure if
there's
my
Tyrros.
eyesight was still failing me.
There you go.
That was your long rest.
There we go.
There he is.
All right, so let me give you guys the experience that you have. You so deserve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, and assign. There it is.
So close. 5,000 experience points for the next level.
Yeah, because it was a pretty significant. So it was a pretty significant quest. So you can get quest in battle, or get experience in battle. You can get experience through completing quests. So this is the example of the quest. So Glory, be sure you grab your experience at 714. You're gonna want that. Now the question is, are you all do you all wanted to take a long rest in the horse and carriage before you leave? They did offer you rooms. you've got provisions have been put into your wagons. So you have scones and some tea and some minced meats pies. Did you want a long rest in your wagons, on the road, in the stables, or in a room?
I can stay. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I don't really care. We risk not having a long time being in the carriage, but we also risk staying here for more occultists to come.
Right. Yeah, I think on the road is the better to be a moving target.
Okay.
All right. And then, so are you going to basically get right on the road and right on the road?
Do we have a driver?
Okay, give me one moment to hook you up.
We want to take the path of least resistance. The steady path.
All right, so
Maybe the element can drive us.
Let's see.
That'd be sweet.
Okay. Just gonna leave it as is, and we go here. I'm just gonna get you on the road. So give me 2 shakes. Talk amongst yourselves. Maybe scheme on what you're gonna do. So, if you look at the map in your journal, you're gonna be making your way from Lork to Tethymar, and I will give you some. There's a fly flying around, bugging the crap out of me. And he's one of those winter flies, so he's stupid and slow, but like crafty. All right, so come here. Just got to get.
I'm able to tab to the map, but it doesn't show up for me.
You can't click.
Oh, you got to click on the map itself.
Yeah, where it says
so
Faerun.
Just to the left, there's the map of Faerun.
Oh, Faerun.
All right, so we have to cross on the Black Road through the Empire of Shadows. I'm assuming that's just like desert.
Are you asking that as a question?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a shake, 2 shakes, so I can get this going first, and then I will.
Oh yeah, no rush.
All right. So you have 2 wagons. The question is, there's a covered wagon and there is a non-covered wagon. Who wants to be in the covered wagon? And who's driving?
Anybody who's sick should be in the covered wagon. Anybody who's full health should be in the uncovered. So I'll take uncovered.
I would like to be in the uncovered.
I think it's either or. It's not both, right?
Yeah, can you be? Well, there's 2 wagons you have, right?
No, but I thought we're a split party.
Oh, we have 2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's 2 wagons. Yeah.
Happy to. I think that makes sense. I was thinking maybe I would go in the uncovered wagon because there's more room for me to like fly up if necessary.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I'll go uncovered.
Okay, uncovered. Gloria, did you want to drive the wagon?
Sure.
All right, Gloria's driving the wagon. Then we have Toph. Where's Alexandria? Stephanos. I'm not seeing. There's Alexandria. Alexandria, I'm putting you in the back of the wagon. And someone's going potties. Tyrros, you wanted to go to the covered wagon?
Yeah, please.
All right, so you're in the back of the covered wagon. Tempe, where did you want to be? Covered or uncovered? Toph is going to drive.
I think he went on bio break.
Okay.
I think he said he wanted to be uncovered because he's poisoned, so he's probably trying to figure that out.
Okay, so Toph is going to drive. And Tempe is going to go in here. And Dinjarin is hurt, so he's going to go to the covered wagon. And Stephanos is hurt, but there's not a lot of room in the covered wagon, so she's going to go in the uncovered, and then you guys are going to do a long rest, right? All right, so.
Yeah.
Let me go back here. So you're all set up. Here, configure, make sure that it's set up for you guys to join. Double illumination, apply, and All right, looks like we're good to go. So let me activate. So you guys activate. And I will give you some narrative, and then we'll do your long rest. And tell me when it's loaded.
It's loaded. We are moving.
Rolling,
All right.
rolling. Keep them wheels a rolling.
And so you're going to do a long rest now, right? And
Yeah.
let's do that.
We
So let me
lost our
select-
elemental.
Yeah, you're gonna lose him. I didn't even bother putting him in because you're gonna lose him as soon as you do your long rest. So let's do your long rest.
Are we entering the Oregon Trail,
Yeah, you're heading into the
Section.
mountains.
Yeah.
our travels?
Nobody get typhoid.
Have you guys done travel before like this?
No.
We did in a boat.
No, in real life?
Yes,
Yeah.
in real
Ridden a
life.
horse-drawn covered wagon? No.
I'm in real life.
And begin long rest.
Do I have to roll?
You don't have to roll.
Oh, recovers.
I'm looking for Dinjarin didn't long rest. Somehow. It says he was offline. And he didn't say he was offline. So once everyone is long rested, it should put us make sure you have all of your spells, and if you wanted to attune to anything, you gotta let me know. Did everyone get their long rest
Do we have
request?
to roll?
No, you do
I
not have to roll.
want to-
No, I
Yeah.
did not.
I want to attune. I have to attuned. No, wait, I don't need to.
All right. I still seem to be poisoned. Let's see if my spell
I would
comes
say all of us should attune to our Santa hat.
Ooh, good point. Good idea. Where is it? I don't see it.
It should be inventory and equipment. Mine is the very first one in equipment.
Oh, Curtis didn't. Hold on,
I don't
Curtis
have
is on. I have to kick Curtis out of the game. He just left his computer going. That's why I couldn't long rest him. And Tyrros, it doesn't look like you long rested either.
No, I still haven't.
Okay, just making sure. I just want to make sure that it wasn't a long rest. And yes, and begin long rest. And finish long rest, and that should give him his health back and his spell slots. Awesome. And you're all attuning. The choice was to attune to the Santa hat, correct?
Yeah.
I don't even have one.
I don't have one either.
Me either.
Wait. You don't have like you
I
don't
do.
that's
Yes, I do. You have to go in your like
inventory.
Sheet.
inventory. The sheet.
Don't forget, if you attune to it and you have a maximum number of things attuned, you have to unattune to something else.
What is our maximum? 2 or 3?
It's 2, I believe.
What?
Or is it 3? I'll ask Bubo.
Well, anyways, I only have one thing attuned because I have nothing anymore, so I'm just gonna. I can't.
How do you attune?
I attune you.
Oh, please attune me.
Oh.
So I did Dinjarin. I'm doing the offline people first, and then I will do it. And then
Cool.
3. Okay, so you can do 3. That's what I thought.
3? Oh, okay, cool.
So Stephanos, I'm attuning her. Inventory. And attune. click. Damn it. Sorry, it's hard to find you guys' inventory all the time. There it is, attune. Okay, so I've got Stephanos, I've got Dinjarin. Let me get Toph. Where else Toph? Toph. Inventory. Right click. Attune. So she's attuned. Okay, Alexandria, I'm doing you now. If I find your hat. Wait, the Alexandria wasn't on the adventure.
I don't have
right?
a hat. I wasn't here for the Christmas special.
Yeah, so you don't get a hat, which will make this interesting for you guys. Gloria, I'm doing you now. I mean, it won't make it interesting. It's not like going to make or break it. It just means you can't completely take advantage of the hats. Let's see here. Did someone want to explain to Milan what the hat allows you guys to do?
Teleport together. We all, like, if we get separated, we all put the Santa hats on and then we together. I don't know where, or like how we decide where to teleport to. I don't know if it's like Harry Potter where they apparate, or if this is like a different. I don't know that part.
Well, it
I
says
thought
it
it
in
teleports us to where other hats are, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Allows the wearer to teleport to the location of any other Santa hat as long as they have been linked. So in my scenario, if we had already attuned, I could have teleported out of my cell to another hat.
But what are the limitations?
Limitations are they may be linked by drinking hot cocoa around a fire, sharing stories of selfless giving of gifts in the spirit of Christmas.
Yep, and you can be used once every 30 days.
Right.
Right. So that's pretty cool. So you guys spend the night. You're really close to town. I'm not even going to make you roll. We're not going to roll for a random encounter at this point. Wait, Tyrros, did you still haven't long rested, pal?
Nope, I'm still waiting for a request.
Oh, I did request you. Let me do it again. Select you. And Tyrros. And long rest. Did you get it that time?
Thank you. I did. Just need to... What am I rolling for?
You don't have to roll for anything.
That's how much health I get. Oh, I don't?
No, because we have it set up so you can automatically get it. You can, if you do a short rest, you typically roll.
Oh, I see. Okay. I am back to full strength.
Yeah. And you wasted one hit die, but that's okay. Oh, wait, you got an extra hit die back too. Yeah, that's what you got. All right, so yeah, so you guys are back. It is dawn. So let's make it dawn. Right? Actually, a little earlier than that. It's about 4:30 in the morning. You see your little headlamps are on the wagons. C, Control G. There it is. So it's still, dawn is just breaking. And boom, to the chat. As dawn's rosy fingers tug at the fringes of the night, you steal away from the somber city of Lork. You move like shadows under the cloak of the early morning, weaving through dimly lit alleyways and silent streets. Your footsteps whispering tales of clandestine journeys to come. All right, I'll give you a little show player's image, just so you have a little bit of a mid-journey fun. So leaving the city behind, you begin your ascent into the towering Graypeak Mountains. The landscape changes dramatically as the soft contours of the cityscape give way to the rugged wilderness. Verdant forests blanket the lower slopes of the mountains, their trees reaching for the sky with gnarled limbs. Higher up, the verdant's a big fun word I use, I guess. Verdant green gives way to raw stone and ice, capped peaks that pierce the sky like giant shards of glass. So you guys see the Graypeak Mountains, sort of coming towards you. You're getting closer and closer, right? You guys can feel this air is growing thinner. and colder as you move higher, but you guys continue to press on. So while you're, in the midst of this wagon travel, is there anything you guys want to do? Otherwise, I'm going to progress the time. You're probably about 8 hours, maybe 9 hours from deep into the mountains.
Do we need to study the Harper's texts? It doesn't show anything in there.
Which Harper's texts?
There's the Harper's texts of forbidden knowledge. The notes that the Black Cult or the envelope that the Black Cult had opened up.
Did you look at the second? So one's the envelope. Did you look at the actual document?
Yes, I'm looking at the document. There's a location where we're going to Whitehorn, where Whitehorn is circled, and there's a map or a close-up of a map for a Narconic Wayfinder.
Yeah. So you guys see? Are you showing this to everybody?
I did. I sent that in the Slack channel.
Yeah. So you don't. I mean, you can study it and learn what's in this, right? But it's nothing needs to be decrypted. That stupid fly. There's nothing that needs to be decrypted, right? You see that.
Oh, okay.
You see that the Harpers have determined that there's an Arconic Wayfinder focal orb located, within a desolate tower in the frozen tundra of the ride, right? And this home was once, home to a powerful wizard known, and is now haunted. Its ruin is filled with dangerous traps and hostile magic constructs, whatever else. But there's that potential piece there, right? I'm not going to read all of this to you, but it looks like it's near, somewhere near Whitehorn, right? And that looks like it's you've been to Flawn, so it looks like it's sort of northwest of Flawn, somewhere up in the cold mountains, right? So it's not someplace that you would want to travel immediately to. But absolutely, absolutely is on the way, on part of the quest, yeah.
So, while I'm driving this carriage, something that I want to do during the downtime is to pray to the Raven Queen, to my god, my deity, and just check in, and just be like, hey, just in this time of peace and quiet, I just want to thank you for all that you've done through your protection and your strength. That's all. And then just have my little deity moment.
Okay, give me 1 second. Dory,
this is
during.
Also, I think if I have a feather, a black feather, I'm supposed to release the black feather in honor of her. That's why I had you get me those feathers. Remember when there was an eagle? I was like, "Get me a feather."
Yeah, look in your inventory. There should be feathers.
Yes, eagle feather. Okay.
And will that suffice for your god?
Yes, it will. From what I read, I know I wrote it down, so let me pick up my journal really quick. Shit. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Go do something else for a second.
Okay, yeah, because then, there's not there's not much more to do.
The baby. Here we go.
Yeah. So you're looking to see. You're trying to return your gear, correct?
Offerings of black feathers, symbolic of ravens, are often associated with the Raven Queen. A ritual involving such offerings or performing acts that symbolize your dedication to her might be appreciated. So essentially, I am doing a symbolic dedication of getting a feather. It might not be a raven feather, but it is my best attempt. But it's showing ongoing dedication and loyalty to the Raven Queen. Obviously, I will try to get more raven feathers, but this eagle feather is my my ritual dedication to her, or ritual
your dedication.
to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your offering, so to speak. So yeah, so because you're doing it with this feather, and you're doing it sort of like your best effort, right? And it may not be exactly what's going. I will lower your DC that you're going to roll here in a second, because your outcome you're after is to sort of rebuild that bond.
Yes.
And the Raven, you want the Raven Queen to give you, to try to help you get your stuff back, right?
Well, I mean, that is a benefit of it, but ultimately I am building up my relationship with the Raven Queen in general. A benefit from that would be to be able to receive my stuff, but that's not like...
That's not the end.
Like,
That's not the pure.
That's not the end goal. Like, my goal is to just...
All right. Let's see what we got
Sure.
here.
Nice.
My child.
Didn't even have to use the Dark One's blessing for that one.
My child. I see you have refound the path.
Back on, baby.
What have you learned? What have you learned that has brought you back to this path?
I can't understand you.
Then we'll just use normal
What
God
have you
mode.
learned?
Yeah, we'll use normal God mode. At some point, someone's going to have to pop on with me and test all these voices because some of them are janky. So, what your deity said was, or the Raven Queen, right? Was, my child, what has brought you back to this path?
Sometimes we have to hit rock bottom to reprioritize what's important in life and start a new journey with a new direction.
And where is this journey going to take you?
I don't know, but I have faith, and I am open to whatever the Raven Queen has in store.
Look for hints to your journey in your dreams. And upon your next long rest, I will be the gift for you.
Thank you, Raven Queen.
And then you feel the connection break. So it seems like you're
Ash attacked me last night, so I'm like not really into dreams right now.
what? What happened? Oh, the
I
spider.
had a legit dream last night that a spider attacked me, so I'm not really like looking for dreams.
Michelle used to have a recurring nightmare that a giant spider was crawling on the bed and trying to attack her. And I would wake up to her jumping and standing on the bed, screaming bloody murder at the top of her lungs. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So this morning when we, and she hasn't had those in quite a while, but I'm assuming there will be one tonight because when we went to take the kids to school, she's like, come outside and bring a hammer. I'm like, okay. So I brought my little rubber hammer. And outside, there was a black widow with a body the size of a quarter. I've never seen a black widow this large before. It was giant.
Oh my.
And yeah, it required a rubber hammer to kill it. Because like a shoe wouldn't have killed it, right? So I had dispatched.
Wow.
So in real life, you were dispatched one in the game, and I dispatched the giant spider in IRL. So, but anyway, this is really great news. Glory, you have connected with your deity, right? Which is going to make with your feathers, connecting to the deity is much easier. You don't always make the connection. That's why I asked. With that feather gave you a little bit of a lower DC to hit. But yeah, when any of you want to commune with your deities, it is a religion check, and we can do such a thing. But you gamed it pretty well. So yeah, on your next long rest, expect a dream, and when you wake up, to maybe find a present from your god.
That's awesome.
And offline, we have to figure out what the hell was in your inventory from before. So that'll be important. What's
I
that?
think you took I took
a screenshot. I thought.
Yeah, either you or Dinjarin had taken something.
We'll have to look in. Is it text message or was it in Slack or we'll have to find it somewhere. right? But
Yeah.
but we'll nail it down.
thanks.
We can always look at videos and see what was there. All right, so so it's like I said, it's a bit of a haul. Looking at my journals here, it's a bit of a haul. From Lork, where's the Black Road? Holy smokes! Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm concerned that I'm not seeing. My journal entries for all of this is missing suddenly. Oh, there they are. Sorry, it was already open. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are trying to make your way over the Graypeak Mountains, and you're on your way to the mines of Tetiamar. That's right. It's getting colder, right? This 4:30 in the morning. You've eaten some yummy scones, right? Some mincemeat. You've consumed the tea. You have your normal rations, and you see that there's provisions. You've been provided with bags of like apples and blankets and all of the things you're going to really need to sort of make your way through the mountains and on your journey. But you never quite feel like you're alone, right? You guys try to do your best to avoid public thoroughfares and you don't stop to pick up the hitchhikers, so to speak. And each night you guys have chosen to pitch your put up your camps very purposefully, and let's advance the time. Go ahead.
In one of our camps, can we do an investigation of the carts themselves? Like make sure like nothing is attached to the carts.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like
you can absolutely do that.
Arcana.
You can absolutely do that.
Also, I still need to heal myself.
Wait, you didn't heal?
I need to take. No, we put it off.
No, you should be fully healed.
And I haven't elixir. But I was poisoned.
Are you still poisoned? Effects.
I still have aura of protection from poison, concentrating, poisoned, and speaks with animals. But a bunch of them say they're expired.
Yeah, so like that, did someone cast protection from poison on you?
Stephanie did, or maybe can't remember last game.
Yeah, so those should be cleared. You're no longer concentrating, and your speak with animals you cast yourself, correct? And
yeah, it's just a
so that's gone.
ability or feature. Yeah, I mean I should have a slot for that.
Yeah, whenever you want it. And then I want to make sure that can you guys all check your effects to make sure that there's.
Yeah, I still have aura of protection, but I guess that lasts for 6 days. So.
Yeah, yep, and that's because you're near Dinjarin.
Right.
I still am in prone.
Yep, I'm deleting that from you. Delete.
Sleeping prone, impressive.
And Spirit Guardians is removed from Dinjarin. And let me go through all of you. Thanks for the catch. Effects.
No worries.
Spirit Guardians. She's no longer raging. She's no longer flanking. She's no longer hiding. There we go. Let me look at Alexandria. Alexandria, what effects do you have applied to you? Spirit Guardians is now gone. And we have Stephanos effects. Spirit Guardians is gone. And Glory effects. Spirit Guardians is gone. And that should be that. I believe. All right, so does anyone have any weird lingering effects? I hope not.
Nope.
Okay. So, back to our normally scheduled program. Yeah, so you guys are making your way, like I said, through this mountain pass, right? And it's starting to get a little bit chillier. It's not really snowy yet. It's still wooded, but it gets cold. So the question is, let's move the time forward a little bit to about 3:30 p.m. and I'm going to roll to see if there's an encounter, because that's a thing. And is there anything that you guys want to do after I roll this encounter? So, forest encounter. Oh, there we go. So you guys come to a complete stop. The horses, just up the road, see a giant poisonous snake, which I need to copy. For some reason, it didn't bring in its icon, so let's fix that real quick, because that's ugly. And update to. There it is. So there's a giant poisonous snake, and it's just one, right? But you guys hear this sort of low guttural sound, almost like a distant rumble, and sort of vibrating, and you hear this thing's like this tail is just shaking, right? And your horses refuse to move forward.
All right, I'll hop out and speak with it.
You're gonna cast Speak with Animals?
Speaks with Animals again. Yeah.
All right, go for it. You have free movement. Move forward. And do you see the snake up ahead?
I do. Go in 30-foot increments, right? Or does it matter?
For all intents and purposes, the snake seems to be sunning itself. It's cold, right? It's getting chilly, so it's out in here to sun itself. But if you get too close, it will attack you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a little distance. Good day, giant poisonous snake. Might we be allowed to pass without any altercation?
How are you talking to me?
I am talking to you. You have a lovely snake voice.
I appreciate that.
For I am of a land in which I was taught from a young age to be at one with the land and the animals around me. And I mean you no harm. It's just that my traveling companions and our horses are scared to pass you. You're so fearsome.
I'm happy to let you pass. I'm just here warming myself. Do you have food?
Do we have what? You're very quiet.
Do you have food?
We do. We don't have any live rats or anything like that. What sort of food would you care for?
Ooh, a live rat does sound good. Or a bird. Do you have any birds?
Just a bird that is far larger than you, my friend.
A cat. A dog. A human child.
No human children either. Do you care for scones or apples?
You? I don't know what a scone is. And an apple? No. I need things that crawl.
But we have no live food, as we do not eat as snakes eat. But we would like to get by, and I realize that you're sunning yourself.
So Tempe, you're having a good conversation, and it seems like the snake's name is Slim Goodbone, which is
Slim Goodbone. All right,
Slim
cool.
Goodbone. So Slim Goodbone seems like a decent snake. It's a giant poisonous snake, but it's from where you're standing, it's giant for a snake, but it's not like a giant spider. You could probably one hit kill this snake if you really wanted to. Right, but I don't know that that's how you roll.
Tempe, no.
Yeah, but you're also a woodsman, and if you would like to, see if you can scurry up an animal or something, like we can roll for that real quick if you'd like. Otherwise, you have some options. When push comes to shove, like you guys could literally just run right over the snake. But I defer to you. Yeah. You would, and you would know all that passively,
nice
right?
Yeah,
you're trying to be nice.
Right. Yeah. All right. We can hunt together for something for you to eat. If you have anything you can tell us about these roads. Otherwise, I would just ask you to kind of slither aside and let us pass without any threat to our horses, and we'll be on our way.
So we can hunt together, you say? But I'm so comfortable in the sun.
Sure, if you're hungry.
If you
right. Well, I'm not going to hunt for you.
Well, if you scurry off and you just find me, you look like a savage hunter who could easily round up a rabbit or a rat or something. And in good faith, I will share with you. Ahead, you will come to a pass, and it's dangerous. It's a Graypeak Mountain pass. Many a traveler has troubles going through that pass. So just be careful when you get there.
Oh.
And it isn't.
Well, that's good information. What sort of trouble do they come to?
I do not venture that far.
And I will go find you a rabbit.
I've just heard rumors that the path becomes thin as you cross a bridge over a waterfall, and trouble happens. I do not know more, for I am just a snake.
All right. Well, you're a pretty smart snake. Let's go find you a rabbit real quick.
So let's roll just real quick. We're going to do. Is it
what
just?
Do you want me to roll?
I will roll it. I'll do a request for you. So Tempe.
Cool.
And let's see. So be this. And I think we're just going to do that and start up again. So this is just using your survival skills, which I don't think you've ever rolled before, just to see if you can locate some vermin.
No.
Oh, at 23, holy smokes. Yeah, so you come upon a nest of rats and are able to bag like 2 or 3 of them.
Not rabbits. I think you
found some rats.
Rats is cool.
Rats is cool. Yeah.
All right.
I see you're back.
Well, I was not able to find any rabbits.
Oh no.
But I did find you 3 big, juicy rats.
Ooh, I do like me some rat. Are they alive?
Of course. Want me to finish them off for you?
No, I can take care of that. Just place the bag, over next to those trees, and toss me one of the rats, and I will gladly move out of the way.
All right, let's keep it in the sun, and you want me to circle it on the?
Nah, let's just role play it. Yeah. So then you sort of put it over in this little alcove, and the rat sort of pops over to the side and is out of your way. Disappears under the canopy of trees. And skadoosh. You guys are clear to go. So if you pop back in the wagon,
right.
We're good to go.
All clear, gang.
It's funny that you got a snake as your random encounter. All right, giddy up. So here you are.
Fairly
So
well, giant poisonous snake.
So yeah, so I mean, on the downside, you know, you lost 15, 20 minutes of time. Who really cares? But yeah,
But we learned something.
But you did learn something, sort of inadvertently, right? So you guys you're in your wagons, you're moving forward. The time passes. It is now about 8 o'clock at night. It's getting dark in the mountains. Your speak with animals has expired. And you start, you come upon what you hear water running. You hear some really interesting things happening. So let me give you this. Right, so you and your companions traverse the, hold on one thing. You and your companions traverse the harsh terrain of the Graypeak Mountains. The journey is arduous, but not without its majestic beauty. The path snakes through the heart of the range, a narrow ribbon of earth carved by centuries of rain. So this is getting thinner. This path is. Towering cliffs reach for the heavens on either side, cast hues of deep gray and molten green, where resilient shrubs and trees have managed to root themselves in the rocky soil. As you round the bend, you find yourself just in front of the Graypeak Mass. The path here narrows further, flanked on either side by steep, craggy walls that make it a formidable natural barrier. A sense of foreboding hangs in the air. So let me send this image so you can show the image to the players. There you go. So it's starting to get really rocky, and within the next couple of minutes, you're going to be at Graypeak Pass. Would you like to stop for the night, set up camp, and then head into the pass, or do you want to head right into the pass? Did you want to try to camp in the pass? I need to know.
So I wanted a while back to do a check on the carriages.
Oh yeah.
Wagon. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. What did you want to know?
I just want to know if I can, like, is there anything attached to it, whether it be magical or physical?
Okay. Investigation. Oh wait. It's 2 rolls. We're gonna first do an investigation, just for you.
All right, cool.
And do you find, even with the 4, like, you don't find anything? It just looks like wagons to you.
Okay.
But then, you're taking another pass, right? And you're thinking, okay, do I sense any magics? So that's an Arcana check.
Right.
And that's the one you really
And the
cared
horses,
about.
and the horses are included, by the way.
Yeah, the whole kit and caboodle.
All right.
Glory roll. An 18, yeah. So no magical forces, right?
Okay, cool.
This is all above board. You've been provided with very durable wagons. You got the Force wagon Jimbo, and the Smite wagon. Oh, template. I gotta fix that name. But we'll let you name your vehicles later on. So the question is, did you want to set up camp before you get to the Graypeak, or after? The horses, you guys had your long rest, so they've been going about 8 hours. They're going to need to take a break. They're going to need to take a break in the next couple of hours, whether it's now, before you guys get to Graypeak Pass, or after you get to Graypeak Pass, right?
Personally, I would like to take a long rest and take a little nappy poo so that I can go into a deep sleep and have a dream.
You go ahead.
I don't know what you guys want to do. I mean, I could just sleep in the carriage, but I've been driving.
I can take over.
Whoa.
I can take over driving.
Yeah, I inadvertently moved you
It
guys,
just got
and
all wonky.
it got very wonky.
Cool.
Although
I mean, if we want to stop before we hit the pass, I'd say it's a good, narrative low.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Are we able to take the
need-
horses through the pass, or are we going to have to walk? Like, is it really rocky and?
Maybe the wagons won't make it.
No, so
narrow.
this is it's a path. It's a path that is easily traversable by the wagons.
Oh, okay.
Although somehow I
cool.
made your wagon half size, so that was stupid. Hold on one second. 1 second.
Capsized. It was like turned north-south for a second.
Yeah, it was very odd. Let's see if I do this right.
We're good. We're good.
No, one scale is 2.
I was working on my drifting skills with a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
So is this your fault that this happened?
I'm sure.
Damn it. Hold on. My bad. I'm so stupid. 2. I think it's 2 by 2, right? And I update the token. There we go. I just need to put you guys back in the wagon by doing that, and then doing this weird thing here where I have to randomly hit arrow buttons until it gets the right direction. There it is. And the same with this one here. Go into the properties. I go here. I'm a dummy. I gotta fix this outside of the game. There we go. And now you guys should be good to go. Jesus Christ. Apologies for all of the shenanigans going on right here. You're just trying to set up camp.
All good.
All right. So, what is that? All right. So you guys stop the wagons for the night, is what I'm hearing, and you want to set up camp, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So let's give you a campsite. See if this works. Move the campsite because that's a stupid place for the campsite. And here. There we go. Are you guys seeing the campsite?
Yeah. Pretty nice little setup.
Except for that weird icon that shouldn't be there.
The thing that's following us around.
The what?
You're saying something's always
No,
following
it
us around. That's the thing
It
that's.
says campsite if you highlight it.
It's a spirit camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why that stupid thing is showing the ghosted person. Clearly I've done something wrong. It's the first time I've used a campsite, so of course it's going to not work properly. All right, here we go. Does that, and replace this, and it becomes a dot, hopefully. There. All right. So yeah, so you're in your campsite, and you guys want to take a long rest or a short rest, or what are you doing here? And so feel free to move into camp or wherever you guys are going to be during this process.
I'm going to go into one of these little beds, and I'm going to make it so I'm super comfortable and like meditative state, and I'm going to slip into a deep sleep. And a dream, not a dreamless sleep, but a full of dreams sleep. I don't know.
And I think Toph and Dinjarin are going to stay in the covered wagon. And Stephanos is going to join you guys at camp. She sneaks right
I will
over
be
to
at camp, and I will stay awake
She's gonna go into the
because
tent.
I don't need
All
a
right.
long rest. I think Dinjarin and I will trade off with short rests, so one of us will keep guard all night.
All right. So when you guys are ready, we're going to do a quick check to see if there's anything comes upon you in the night. And Gloria, then I'm going to ask you at the halfway point. And it looks like you are in the clear. So nothing, right? So halfway through the night, nothing has happened. Gloria, you're sound asleep, and you're having an interesting dream where you're seeing, flocks of ravens, and they're like flying in circles, sort of above wherever you look. So it doesn't matter where you look, the ravens, the ravens move to that point. And at some point, you look off to the distance, and the ravens sort of shoot like way off into the sort of to the east of you, and your vision follows as if you're one of the ravens, and it's flying through forest. It's flying through peaks, right? You're swooping, and it's quite the ride, quite actually. And hovers over a swampy area that you come across in this sort of vision, and then it sort of fades away.
We gotta go to the swamp. All right.
Well, maybe, possibly.
We gotta go east and find a swamp. All right. There's gonna be a swamp demon there, isn't there? Ugh, I hate swamps. I'm more of a dry heat kind of person. Like this wet, moist stuff cold, wet, moist stuff doesn't really do it for me. Ugh. All right.
So so you wake up. You wake up, and well, you ain't wake up yet. So you're having this dream, but Glory, this is just you're not going to get a crisp version. This is just one thing. So. In your fitful sleep, you sort of make a mental note to maybe try to remember and write this vision down in the morning, so that when you sleep again, you can sort of seed your memory with it to see if anything else comes of it.
All right.
A dream journal, if you will.
That's what I'm making. Dream journal.
All right, and that takes us to it's going to be dawn, and then I will roll your long rest again. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do an investigation check. Let's delete that. Forest. Actually, this is going to be a different one. It says you're in the mountains now. Yeah, so Dinjarin and Tyrros, throughout the night, neither of you sense any danger. So let's rest you. Make sure that we're good to go. And I need to select all. You guys. Here. Boom. And then over here, need to select Toph. Dinjarin. And then I long rest you. All right, make sure I didn't lose anybody. So we've got Tyrros, Dinjarin, Gloria, Alexandria, Stephanos, and Tempe. Long rest. And you don't need to roll anything. And it puts the time at about, we're going to go with about 6:30 in the morning. So a little bit of daylight happening. You guys are sitting around camp, fires are crackling. It feels pretty nice. The morning dew is evaporating away. You feel pretty refreshed. In that time period, Gloria, you were doing focused dreaming, so it doesn't really apply to you. Was anyone attuning to anything?
Not me.
All right. No. Okay, then are you putting away camp?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys kick some dirt on the fire. Make sure it's safe. You give a hoot. You don't want to start forest fires because only you can prevent them. Right. And you roll up your bed rolls and pack your stuff away and throw it back into the horses, the horse carriages, and you've been really hooked up. Like they hooked you up with some good stuff. So camp is now gone. Move your way back into the horses, and we will proceed.
I guess I don't know if anybody wants to drive, but I'm gonna hang out.
I'll drive for a while.
Okay.
Is Alexandria still with us, or did she drop? She's still here. I'll let her move her own character.
I'm in fact still here.
You've been very.
I can drive if you want a bird driver.
Ooh, bird driver. A bird driving a horse filled with characters. All right, I'll drop Alexandria in this open cart, like she was before, and then we will start you on your way. Cautiously making your way into Graypeak Pass, which, why don't you guys sort of discuss amongst yourselves what you want to do next, and I will get the next level loaded, and then we're almost out of time, I believe.
I think we are at time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can ready ourselves or
Yeah,
roll
let's
some
just
sort of investigations. My investigation's really only good for dragons.
get you on to the next map, and that's where we'll end.
Cool.
And just as a reminder, I have a dagger of warning that I've attuned to, so we'll always know if there's any danger within 30 feet. The dagger is going to start vibrating on me.
Within what, 30 feet? You said.
Yeah.
All right, force wagon.
It's like Sting in the Lord of the Rings.
All right. Here we go. Pull you guys in. Smite Force heroes. Drop. And here we are. And boom. And Dinjarin, because of the long rest, his aura of protection has now ended. And let me pull you onto the map. That seems to be completely jacked up, so I'll have something to fix when we come here next. All right. And this is where we will end our game. Here, and pull you over. Activate. Tell me when you guys are.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, you're in. That means you are here. So yeah, so I read that. I read the intro. You're flanked on both sides by sort of these steep walls, but there's a good amount of coverage from trees, right? And as you can see, the path heads south and then takes off to the east, right? You can hear the distant sound of water, the waterfall that you've heard so much about. When we next
Is that the fly in your garage, or
are you seeing a fly around?
No, I just heard a fly.
Probably flew right past the damn microphone. It's this giant, slow-moving, obnoxious fly. It's like an annoying, little brother that just is like pestering you nonstop.
Alexandria must be like in her element. Look at all these trees.
Yeah, a lot of birds, a lot of bird stuff.
Birds on these trees, and
she's also in her element in real life. She looks like she's intensely having to do something. I don't know what's going on with her. I do want to know more about this balloon thing at some point. But anyway, when we next play, you guys are at Graypeak Pass. A poisonous little snake has given you a heads up that sometimes people that pass through here cause trouble. There is only one way through these mountains, and it is this path. But what could go wrong?
What do you mean some people who pass this cause trouble? Like you are...
So what the snake had said is... What the snake had said... What the snake had said was that the snake had heard that travelers that go through Graypeak Pass occasionally encounter trouble. But it didn't know any details. Is that correct, Tempe?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was just a snake.
Yeah, the snake just said, give you a heads up. It's only a snake. It's not going to know, specifics and details. It was just like, sometimes nothing happens, sometimes something happens, but just be careful because it's a thin little road that goes over a waterfall.
So if anybody needs to do like a, I don't know, like a roll for like safety, how about I not roll?
Tempe, as of right now, yeah, like your little warning dagger hasn't lit up, but that's something you should continue to remind me in case this ever comes up, right?
Yep.
So right now it seems safe.
Yep.
So yeah, but you guys pulled the wagons
Excellent.
over just to sort of like, you know, not to rush into this area, and you guys can decide to get in the wagons next time or to scout or whatever you want to do, but just be thinking about it. I did not pull Salem on. Gloria, if you decide you want to summon Salem next time, that's up to you, or anyone who has familiars. Quite honestly, I just don't pull them up on them. Any questions?
You could send them to the swamp.
Indeed.
No questions. Tyrros is just happy to be back in full health and with his gang.
Yeah. Oh, and Gloria,
Welcome back.
remind me when we next play. Don't forget there was a gift. A bundle, waiting for you when you woke up, and we will identify what was in that bundle.
Okay, cool. All right.
Your Raven Queen has hooked you up.
All right, wait. I gotta write that down in my dream journal. Hold on.
Perfect. Do you write that? Is that in the game or is that your personal?
No, it's in the Smite Force journals. I have a Glory's private journal.
Okay.
And
perfect.
I have on my character, the Raven Queen, dragons, the quest, and now a dream journal.
Awesome.
A gift.
Yeah, in the next session, you'll be able to access your stuff easier by hitting J, and you can still get to them either way. But you'll be able to hit J, and you'll see all your journals in that little journal, that quest tool, right? The other thing we're going to want to do, Tyrros, is identify what you've already found and what's So you now have a hint that you have a location for a part, right? So if I hit J right now, it was the orb, right? So
it was the orb. I actually have a note.
Right. So now if you look at the quest, that is now should be available to you. That you found that part and location.
Something I want to remind myself to do in the next game is, since we're in a wooded area, there's probably ravens. Since I have eagle feathers, the only thing I'm looking for is black raven feathers. So I will also be doing like an investigation check to see if I find raven feathers specifically.
Okay. Yeah, so I've so part 6, identify the part and location. You have done that. You know the part name is the Arcanic Wayfinder Focal Orb, and the location is somewhere in the ride. So we'll mark all of the ones that you've already identified. What do you already know? You know the case,
we have
right?
Part 1 and part 8. Yeah, so we have the case and the gem ring.
You have the case. And you have the gem ring.
Yeah, which is part 8.
Now that should show up in your journal now.
Yep. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I just can't. Are you the only one that's able to check these off? Because I can't check anything.
No, I think I
off
can. So you have the part name and you know the location, and that's now completed. Yep. And for the focal orb, you know the part name or you know the location, but you haven't necessarily gotten it yet.
We don't have it. Yeah.
And then for the case, you have both, correct?
Correct.
And there you go. So now this should show that some of those things are completed. This is just a much easier way to track this stuff, honestly. So, awesome. Well, we'll do this when we play next time, you guys. And the good news is I think the rest of the party will be able to do whatever comes next. But you guys are making your way through. And sorry about the little kerfuffle. I gotta untangle my narrative a bit, Tyrros, because you didn't have that. You should have gotten that letter already. So, whoops. You just sparkled, Glory. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I gotta adjust that again.
How do you? What? How does that even? I love it.
I didn't know that they could do that.
It's enabling reactions. Mine should. Why is mine not enabled? There we go.
What are some? Okay. So,
oh, on your map, by the way.
Peace sign is one.
Why are you doing that?
On the map, I'm going to unfog the area that you just located as well.
Cool. I'm trying to think of other reactions. No.
And what was the city it was near? It was near Whitehorn, correct?
Yes, Whitehorn. So once we pass the mines, what is it? Once we pass Dagger Fall, or no, Citadel of the Raven. So it's just past. It is northeast of the Citadel of Raven.
Ah, and so as you say that, Gloria's ears perk up. She's like, Citadel of the what now?
The Raven. Citadel of the Raven.
Like I was distracted by effects.
So once we finish our quest at the mines of Tathamar, then we proceed east and head up to the Citadel of Raven.
Go there first.
Yeah. So I will
Around
put
Whitehorn is where we should find the orb.
Cool.
All right. So you've identified it. So I
Thank you, Thomas.
see you, pal. So I'm just gonna put that on your map for you, and
Got
then we can end. Arconic
right.
Wayfinder orb.
Toodle.
So on the map, it's there now. Little red thing.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah. And
Yeah,
bye,
this
Mr.
journal is awesome.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's in beta, so it's not perfect yet. But I got it fixed, man. I got to fix a bunch of maps and stuff. What a mess. Anyway, we will play next time on the Smite Force Chronicles. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.